All right, so we're gonna take a look at the first 5 benchmark questions. Okay, number 1 says, in 1844, Samuel Morse and Alfred Bales sent the first telegraph message between Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, Maryland. In 1861, Western Union laid the first Continental Railroad telegraph line, and in 1866, the first permanent telegraph cable was laid across the Atlantic Ocean. What impact did this innovation have on daily life? Okay, what did you get, Mia?
I got B.
Okay, B. It became a major method of long-distance communication. Why'd you choose B? What made you choose B?
Because it said that it was laid across the Atlantic Ocean, and that's like long distance, I guess.
Okay.
And I looked at the other ones, and it didn't really make any sense till like what you had to read.
Okay, good. B is correct. That's a good hint. Talking about laid across the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, that's pretty long distance. So, yeah, it became a major method of long distance communication for a long time. That was the way they sent messages across. Number 2. The geographic factors in this table led primarily to what? Okay, it's talking about the southern colonies and its climate. Its climate was warm, humid, and had fertile soil versus the New England colonies were cold climate with rocky soil. So what was the geographic factors? Emily.
G, the development of the economy in those regions.
Okay, what made you choose G?
Because in the South, that was where they were doing most of the agriculturally based economy.
Right.
So, and in New England, they weren't able to do that because, like it says, they have rocky soil. They didn't have the type of soil to grow what they were using in the things.
Yeah, very good. Okay, that is correct. What were they doing to make money in the New England colonies? Somebody give me an example of what someone might do there. What do we talk about in Massachusetts that
Run a newspaper.
okay, they could run a newspaper. We talked about how people that settled in Massachusetts Bay and Plymouth might have done what for a career? You know, Calvin?
Build ships.
Build ships, that's exactly right. Okay, they might have built ships. I talked about how the Mayflower was a ship and they came over on the Mayflower. Lots of them might have continued to just build ships and stay in that industry. Okay, number 3, how did southern states respond to the ratification of the 15th Amendment? Okay, so in order to answer this question, I think first we need to know what was the 13th Amendment. Let's go in order. What was the 13th Amendment? Chloe, what did the 13th Amendment do? It was on our last test. Abraham Lincoln ratified it. What did it do?
Freed slaves.
Shut up.
Good, Joseph. Okay. If the 13th Amendment freed the slaves. Okay. Outlawed slavery. Next was the 14th Amendment. What did the 14th Amendment do?
Every person born in the U.S. got automatic citizenship.
Good, Emily. Every person born in the U.S. gets citizenship. Okay, we're taking everything one step further. That's okay. 13th, 14th, and 15th all go together. They're just a little. They just keep going one step ahead. So they get first. They're going to free the slaves. Next, they're going to grant slaves what?
Freedom.
Citizenship. Okay, which goes against and what said that they weren't citizens. The Dred Scott case, right? Dred Scott said that they weren't citizens, but now the 14th Amendment grants them citizenship. Then the 15th Amendment does what, Zoe?
Makes it to where you can't deny citizens the right to vote based on their skin color.
Very good. C, imposing requirements designed to deny African Americans the right to vote. So the 15th Amendment granted African Americans the right to vote, and the question's asking how did southern states respond? They're going to try and keep them from being able to vote by coming up with these requirements. Okay, and we'll talk a little bit more about that here soon in class. Number 4, which outcome best completes this diagram? Okay, the diagram is talking about sectionalism, state rights, and slavery. Okay, so what matches all of those things, Caleb Purvis? What'd you get on number 4? What
can't see that.
Yeah, I told you to do it on your Chromebook. Did you not? Well, Huh?
I don't think you can.
It doesn't let you view it.
you can't view it after you turn it in?
No.
Okay. Your answer, so, Mia, will you show him the question? Okay, take a look at number 4. What do you think?
Jay.
Okay, J, the Civil War. What makes you think it might be J?
Cause it mentions like slavery and all that.
Okay, because it mentions slavery. Very good. Okay, that's correct. It is J, the Civil War. Okay. Okay, it was J because talking about slavery. So there's your first hint. Okay, right as soon as you see slavery, you should be able to eliminate a few answer choices. Which ones do you think could you eliminate it down to after you see just slavery?
The American Revolution.
Okay, you can eliminate the American Revolution, right? The American Revolution wasn't really about slavery.
And you can eliminate popular sovereignty.
Okay, popular sovereignty is talking about, is similar to what popular vote, right? Okay, you might be able to eliminate it, but also it had to deal with what created popular sovereignty.
It was
One of the bubbles up on the board that we drew.
Kansas, Nebraska.
Good, Kansas-Nebraska Act, okay? And Kansas-Nebraska was saying that they got popular sovereignty over what? Slavery. Okay, so I would say it might not eliminate that one, but Manifest Destiny, westward expansion, it's not really talking too much about slavery. Okay, but then states' rights, okay? We're talking about division of states and states' rights, and then sectionalism. Sectionalism, it means like the country is divided into sections, okay, that are disagreeing, right? We have the North and the South divided into sections. So it was J, Civil War. Okay? Last question. With Lucretia Mott and 3 other women, Elizabeth Cady Stanton spearheaded the first women's rights convention in Seneca Falls in July 1848 at this gathering. She presented their Declaration of Rights and Sentiments, a document she composed. The Declaration and its 11 resolutions demanded social and political equality for all women, including its most controversial claim, the right to blank. Okay? Right to do what? Cheyenne? What'd you get on number 5? Did you pick one? Okay. What did you get? Mia.
D.
D, the right to vote. Okay, what made you choose that?
It just sounded right.
It just sounded right.
The right to vote.
Okay, that is correct though. Okay, the right to vote. Women don't get the right to vote until when? What? -1. 19th Amendment. Okay, they don't get the right to vote until the 19th Amendment. But Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Lucretia Mott were fighting for this this right for a while. Okay. Like I said, hang on to these. If you're an online student, answer the questions on Schoology.